Sagittarius, this 30-day period of time is actually going to work for you. Whatever you've been trying to manifest, those of you who have been working on asking for something, manifesting, meditating, you're actually going to get it. It's going to work for you in between March 30th and March 20th and April 20th. Something really amazing is going to come in. Now, this does not mean that you just sit back and go, woo, woo, thank you. There is something you're going to have to take a look at or do or clear out. But let's look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Sag. So welcome, you guys. I'm really happy you're here. And the overall message is that it's like you're going to get some kind of communication. Something's going to come in. And it's very positive. This is positive reviews, positive feedback. Somebody's going to stand up in your favor. And it's being guided to you to happen for you. So if there is somebody around you that's going to walk away from you, or you're leaving somebody, you're leaving a situation, most of you have already done that. But those of you who haven't, this is this opportunity to come in. We have 4 energy shifts coming in at the same time during the 30-day period of time that I'm speaking of, and that is March 20th through April 20th. I know I kind of blundered that date for you, but that's what's happening. We have the full moon coming in, the new moon, starting new things, the solar eclipse. It's big. This one's really, really big, and Mercury's in retrograde. So you may be thinking of something that you were trying to get away from, and some of you may have been healing over that. Maybe you didn't get the closure. There may have been an open-ended situation where you've been struggling and now you're moving forward. And those of you who already did, you're going to grow even more than where you were. Remember, as we ascend, it isn't just like we ascend and then we're done. It doesn't work like that. We keep going and going, all right? This is very positive information. So overall, in general, I feel that, those of you who've been wanting to feel safe and secure, you will, whatever that means for you. Doesn't necessarily mean a job or I see home for some of you, like you want to move to a new location. And I'm seeing that you're going to get the big go ahead, the thumbs up, and they're showing it to me in green. So green is going to probably be your color for the next 30 days, this 30-day time frame. Green means go. Green means prosperity. And that's what I feel it is. And remember, prosperity is anything on the material plane. So it's really amazing. But let's take a look at your career, projects, whatever you've been doing, what you spend your energy and effort in outside of family, friends, which we'll look at next, and then romance at the end. I will give you the guided message that comes with your reading. So when it comes to career, some of you have taken action to move into a different position, into a different place. And I feel for those of you who've been really striving on getting the certification, the education, the knowledge, it could be experience. There's an opportunity coming into you that may be a step higher than where you're at today. This is a leadership role that you don't have right now, but it's on its way in. Again, that is for those of you who've been manifesting that, working at it, putting your resume out, applying for jobs, getting this certification, taking action. If you didn't take action, then you may be a little bit delayed. That may come a little bit later on. But this is very clear message for those of you who are doing it. The Knight of Wands is a great energy, working with it can be the player energy. Obviously, those of you who know tarot understand that. That means it comes in and out. They come in and they leave. The job comes in and needs you and then leaves, like a freelancer, okay? If you're a freelancer, this is going to be a great opportunity for you. And that's what I mean. This opportunity is going to lead you to the 9 of Cups. A wish being granted, and you're starting a brand new chapter. And you also had, in the beginning, the card that came out is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is feeling very secure in your life. Your world is changing. Everything around you is changing, and it's from this communication that's getting ready to come in. Some of you are going to get the validation that you needed to make this step to go further. And it's going to come in from another person. It could be an Aries, a Leo, or a fellow Sagittarian. But more importantly, it's going to be a validation within you. And that's the part that Spirit wants me to tell you about. You create the validation. You accept whatever the process was that you went through. You create the closure. You create the growth. You are the manifester of your life. It's up to you what is coming through, and it's going to be positive. Now, some of you, if you're starting a project, I feel this new project that's going on. I'm seeing desert. I don't normally see that. You could be trying to travel internationally, going to a different location, opening up something that's a humanitarian project. And for some of you, I feel it's a big, like a commercial project or a real estate, has to do with real estate. But it definitely looks like a desert. So that could be here in where I'm in the US, or it could be in any other country. But it's big. It's a very massive project. If that's you, you definitely are going to hear some very positive information about that. Leave a comment. We want to know if that's you. But this desert could you, some of you, that's painting. You may be a painter who paints the desert. Georgia O'Keeffe was a famous artist, if you don't know her. She lived in the desert. She lived in Arizona. I believe it was Arizona or New Mexico. And she painted beautiful paintings, but it's related to desert. And I said that for a reason, so you would get that. Whatever you've been going through on this project, this Nine of Wands is saying, don't worry, you've got this beautiful opportunity coming in. And this is the shift. Now, one thing I want you to realize is that with 4 energies shifting, four different energies, going this way, this way, this way, this way, that's what it's going to feel like. It's going to be kind of like one thing over another, and the time is going to go by very quickly. This is for those of you who are the split. This is part of the split of where you're trying to go as a soul. Your soul is going to ascend for those of you who are ready, and some of you are going to choose to stay behind. You may have already decided to do that. Stay in the reality of what you're living in. But remember, I'll talk about it in a different reading. Okay, I'm going to post a reading. It'll be for all zodiac signs, and I'll go into more depth on that. This may take up your entire reading time. I don't want to do that. Let's keep going on the projects. You've got something amazing coming in. This is positive information. So that Nine of Wands, this is being exhausted, feeling tired. I'm tired of the struggle. I'm tired of trying to put myself out there and nothing ever comes through. But yet also there's a 10 of Wands, which is a burden because it's crossing into the Ace of Wands. You're right next to it, and your Ace of Wands is on the way. That's what I mean. This is going to be very powerful communication. This will be a letter that says, okay, we're going to accept you, starting a brand new chapter. So you have this card twice, and that's what I mean. This is a really big deal for the sign of Sagittarius. You are literally going to start a new chapter in your life. You're doing it. You're manifesting it. I don't want what I've been dealing with. And you're checking it off. I want this. I don't want that. I like this. I don't like that. That lesson's learned. It's not coming with me. So it's like all of this really positive things that you've been working on. For some of you, this is literally going to be a relocation. Again, I keep seeing international. I feel you're moving to a different country, or you're opening up a branch of your own business in a different country. Maybe you're going to be the leader in management in a different location. I'm definitely seeing England is on the board. I see that particular country, and I see Egypt. All right, those 2 countries are coming through very clearly. Now let's take a look at your family and friends, because remember, you're walking away, or you did walk away, and Mercury is in retrograde. Now remember, Mercury in retrograde does not mean the physical people have to be in your presence. This can be the memories of what you went through with this person that put you on hold in this 4 of Cups position. Whoever this person was, you had to ignore them in order to move forward. And you may have had to set them off aside. It doesn't mean they're gone forever, but they are definitely gone now. So Sag can make life changes, so you can create a life that you love. And that's what this is really about. That's what the whole journey is about, is creating the lifestyle that you love. Whoever this person was caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, trepidation with you guys. And rightfully so, because they were kind of messed up themselves. There was a lot of emotional immaturity. There was a lot of and dangling. I feel there was a dangling. They didn't give you closure. They didn't complete their sentences. They didn't finish what they started. And I just said that backwards. They were kind of backwards, and that's why the two of you didn't get along. They caused a lot of confusion. Look at that. They caused a lot of confusion in your life. The Seven of Cups here. And it was a painful experience with them. It was an ending that really held you down. So if you broke free, I am so happy for you, because that is a really hard thing to break free of. You have to clear your mind, the mental, the thought process is so powerful. The emotional attachment, if you're still emotionally attached in any possible way, that will block abundance, that will block prosperity, that will keep you from starting a new chapter of your life. And that's what I feel. This person may have done this intentionally to you. So there's something really negative about this family friend member that you were dealing with, and you had to say enough. Enough, right? Sag, you had to say, I'm not going to listen to you. Some of you let them go, and some of you set them aside. Whether you did one or the other, their memory is going to come in. Their memory is going to come back in. And that is going to help you make this choice. If you haven't made a decision, it'll help you make the choice. If you have made a decision, you're going to go, heck yeah, and you're going to take this leap and jump into this new chapter of your life, especially if it has to do with relocation or moving into a higher position. So it's really very powerful energy. And it's not because Spirit is telling me to tell you this. Those of you who are new, they speak through me to you. I see it, hear it, feel it, know it, because they're showing me on how to guide you. This is because you are doing it. You are working in unison with the divine, with the universal energy. And remember, those 4 planets are shifting. So you have the power. If this person actually comes back into your life, you'll know exactly what to do. I don't see they're going to be able to pick you up and turn you around. If they do, you're going to be setting down boundaries if you haven't already done it. Most of you are going to say, I wish you all the best. No judgment, no harsh words. You're just like, it's over. I'm moving in a different direction where our time together is done. Now let's look at romance, and then I'll give you that final message, right? When it comes to romance, it could be everything that I just spoke about in this section of the reading, but for some of you, you got the 9 of Wands, and I feel that this particular individual did have an effect on your career, on your finances, on your security. Okay, your partner may have been blocking you from actually making changes that were beneficial. You don't need that job. You can't take that job. You don't have the qualifications for that job. I need the job. You stay home. You do this. You do that. They may have been very domineering and kind of wore you out. Whatever they were doing was exhausting with this 9 of Wands energy. Now, there's also something very deceptive about it, especially if they have air in their chart. Now, this could be anywhere in their chart. It represents Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But any air in their chart is what I'm hearing. It's a person who's kind of flies in and takes charge and wants to own. I feel there's a dominating energy around them and a lot of deception around your partner. We'll look at singles in a second. Whatever's been going on with your partner has been very, very challenging indeed. And you have the 6 of Pentacles. So this is that imbalance that you have had through this relationship. And I'm definitely seeing 3-4. That could be 3 years of having problems. That could be 3 to 4 years of being with them. Whatever your timeline is, it's the story that we're talking about. And through this, there's going to be information coming in that's going to release you. There's a sense of darkness about this person. If you look at this card, they're very dark. And that's what I was talking about. Like there's this deception there. They may not have told you everything. And now, 3-4 years later, you're finding out. Or you thought they were this person and then you found out they were this. Whatever this is, the communication is going to come through. Remember, Mercury's in retrograde. during this 30-day period of time. So you may be remembering a conversation you had with your partner, and then bam, there it is. Enlightenment right on the solar eclipse day, which is April 8th. Again, I will do that reading for you. Subscribe to my newsletter and I'll announce all of the new programs that are coming out to help you guys escalate and accelerate and ascend into a new lifestyle. So you guys, let's take a look at your overall message. If you are single, let me get back here. If you're single, you're meeting somebody that is not like your past. It's not going to be, they may remind you something about them, the way they speak, their voice, the sound of their voice, the tone of their voice, that may trigger you right back to somebody you knew in the past. However, with the help of the universe, you're going to see, oh, wait a minute, you're not them. I'm healed over that person. And it's going to feel like a test, but a test that ends up very, very positive for you guys. So you may be getting ready to meet a healthy-minded Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius individual. Very positive, very good at communication. So when it comes to your overall message for the month, for this 30-day period of time, you have the Emperor card, but your guides are saying be in charge. Remember, you manifest, you create your life. Other people come in and they can jolt you. Now, if you ask them not to and they come in and they jolt you, obviously you need to say something to them because they were doing, disrespect is not acceptable. However, they do not hold any bearing on how you go forward. You might have to fix and repair, but that is up to you on how fast you fix and repair. Hold on tight because the Emperor is talking about you. You are powerful. You are magnifying when you are in the upright position and fully embracing your sign of Sagittarius. This is the time for you to manifest. This is the time for you to take this new step forward. And your guides are going to show you the way. One of the colors that you're going to see is the color of yellow. It's a yellow gold color, lighter than the gold behind me. It's a very beautiful color that is going to be it's going to be symbolic that they exist around you. A reminder for you when you start seeing yellow and you see yellow gold, when you start seeing these things of this color that'll start popping in everywhere, it's a reminder you're not alone. It's a reminder that your spirit guides are around you. The universe has got your back. So don't forget that. I hope you guys have an amazing next 30 days. Much love.